From these honored dead, we take increased devotion to that cause for which they gave the last full measure of devotion, Abraham Lincoln. How can we remember those who have sacrificed their lives for our country? To honor its war dead who remained overseas, the United States maintains 24 permanent military cemeteries. 22 of them in 8 countries followed the path of American forces in World War I and in World War II in the European theater and the Pacific theater of the global conflict. These are some of the most highly maintained shrines of their nature in the world, enhanced with great architecture and powerful works of art. And among the graves are tales of dedication and heroism for the nation.
It's a most worthy statement about our country and how we feel about those who have made the ultimate sacrifice.
You're just taken by surprise by the sheer number of graves. You realize the number of young men that died.
I think we should all be extremely proud of anyone who will give their life to their country.
These memorial cemeteries were created to honor America's fallen. But they are also intended for the living, for here one can see the true cost of liberty. In September 1918, U.S. troops undertook their first totally independent operation at the Battle of St. Mihiel. With 500,000 Americans at arms and massive artillery and air power, the Germans were defeated in just 3 days. It was a crucial victory for the Allies. But more than 14,000 Americans lost their lives. At the center of this historic battleground in eastern France is St. Mihiel American Cemetery. Amid the graves is a large sundial with a carved American eagle. Inscribed on its base is General Pershing's famous quote, "Time will not dim the glory of their deeds."
2/3 of the soldiers who fought and died were sent back to the state. 4,153 soldiers are buried here.
Included among them is Medal of Honor recipient John Hunter Wickersham, whose heroism was depicted back home in this war bond film. The nearby town of Thiaucourt has a special relationship with this cemetery.
Captain Oliver Cunningham died in September 1918 on his 24th birthday. He was struck by a German shell. Captain Cunningham's mother was very emotionally distraught, and she decided to come and live here in Thiaucourt.
Much of the town had been destroyed during the war.
And she donated part of her fortune to rebuild the town hall and the church. And when she died, she was buried at the civilian cemetery in Thiaucourt to be by her son.
The bells in the church tower are dedicated to Oliver Cunningham and can be heard throughout the day in the field where her son sleeps.